We are living in times that require immense and unprecedented bravery from us. And just as the world rides in its own suffering, in its own overturning of outdated structures, outdated ways of being, so too must we find new ways to relate to our own pain, to relate to that in us which is being let go and transformed. As without, so within, as above, so below. As the world changes, so too do we change. And the methods for radical transformation, for revolutionary healing that I will share with you in this video are absolutely not new. This is ancient wisdom that is disarmingly simple, but will take every ounce of courage that you have to implement. But I have faith that you have all of that courage and more. So what we must do is do a Copernican shift, a 180-degree revolution in the way that we relate to our own pain in order to permanently, sustainably heal it. So everything that you've been taught, everything that our culture tells us about pain and how to approach it is quite simply wrong, and it also serves consumer culture. And let me explain. What we've been taught is to run from pain. What we've been taught is to avoid feeling our so-called negative, bad feelings as much as possible. And especially in American and Americanized global culture, what we've been taught is to paste a smile on, to pretend that it doesn't exist, or to medicate ourselves into a state of delusion and disconnection. And what this serves is it serves consumer culture because it keeps us running and it keeps us looking outside of ourselves for happiness. It keeps us looking outside of ourselves for feeling better, for the promise of feeling better. But dear ones, that will never help. And the time has come to let that go. The time has come to let go of the delusion that anything outside of us is going to heal us. And this is the revolution in healing that I will be teaching you today. The extent to which we continue to try and push away feelings that we don't want to feel is the extent to which we will suffer with them. So pain is part of being human, but suffering depends on how much you're resisting what is arising for you. So what we'll be doing today is a radical practice of releasing your resistance. In other words, accepting how you really feel right now, all the way. Like I said, this takes a lot of courage, especially when you're just beginning it. But you know what? It gets easier. It is hard, and it gets easier and easier. I have emerged from an extraordinarily dark phase of my life this past year, in which I struggled with postpartum depression, anxiety attacks, sometimes every single night for months, and acute chronic insomnia, which was at the root of my anxiety. What I'm teaching you today is how I've brought myself back from that place and continue to every single day, many times a day. It has been my absolute key to coming home to myself, to not only bringing me out of the darkness, but of completely expanding my capacity to hold whatever comes up for me in my life with love, with deep compassion, not only for myself, but for all beings. And isn't this what our planet needs right now? Let's get started. So please begin by sitting comfortably or lying down in a place where you can feel very safe and comfortable. Perhaps you are in deep suffering right now, or if it's not very real to you, either rest with what's arising for you naturally right now, or I might suggest bringing up a memory, perhaps recently, of when you were suffering, of when there was a difficult feeling, within you. So as you sit or lie down here, begin by connecting to your breath and just noticing how the breath feels. Where is your body breathing you? And now notice the places where your body connects to the surface that's supporting you. With every exhale, releasing and becoming heavier down into the surface you're on. Deeper and deeper relaxed here. And simply feel what's here. Breathing into the core of you, your beautiful heart. See if you can now name what is here. Is it sorrow, fear, anxiety, gratitude, peace? Name what's here. And now see if you can name the body sensations that go along with the feeling you've named, or the number of feelings you've named. Is it a tightness or an expansion? Does it feel lighter or heavier? Where do you feel the sensations in your body? And simply send breath and a sense of softness to these places. And this now is where all of your courage is needed, dear ones. I invite you now to bring the energy of the word yes to all that you sense here, to your whole body. Yes. Yes to the fear, the sorrow. Flood your body now with how it feels to say yes, to accept completely that this is indeed how you feel right now, and that it's okay to feel like this. As completely as possible, say yes. Yes. Inviting through this yes, this feeling, these sensations to expand. Imagining now that they are a certain color and energy. See in your mind's eye as you say yes, this color, this energy expanding into the room that you're in, or even farther. Yes. Everything in you right now might want to run away, might want to distract yourself from feeling what's here. And if so, say yes to that too. Yes, desire to distract. Yes, desire to run. That's okay too. Say yes to everything that arises for you right now. The key is to remain present to what comes up. Breathing through the pain now, if that's what you feel. Breathing and saying yes. And now we add a layer to this yes of powerful, powerful love. We will speak now to the feelings, to the sensations that are here. So silently in your mind, hands on your heart, say, I'm here with you. I am here with you. I am listening. I am listening. Feeling now this revolution toward yourself. Saying now, I care about you. I care about you. I care about this suffering. Continuing to breathe with the waves of whatever comes up for you as you turn towards your tender heart. I care about you. Noticing now if the feelings, if the sensations have changed at all from when you began this process of noticing them, of being with them. Take as much time here as you like, as feels needed. Resting in your own gentle, tender embrace. Arriving here in your own arms. And breathing. You are the holder and the held. And this is how we heal. Making this the way that we approach our pain. Making this revolution the new normal for how we relate to ourselves in times of suffering. And truly all the time. You don't need to do a formal practice like this to build this into your life. The revolution that I invite you to participate in is much more simple. Simply, anytime you feel something challenging, turn toward the feeling. Maybe place your hands on your heart and hold yourself and say, I'm here with you. I'm listening. And I care about you. I love you all very much, and thank you for your dedication to yourself, which is ultimately dedication to healing our world. Thank you all very much.